This one's about 30 kilo dead weight. So what I'm going to do is break the legs up, take the shoulders off, and you've got the loin with the belly attached to it. So I'm just going to take that off to start with and break it down into primals. So that's your 3 primals. So what we're going to do now is split the belly off of the loin. This, for example, would be sirloin steak off a cow, or your pork chops, lamb chops. So this is we don't sell many chops off the boar. Majority of them go as steaks, boneless steaks, or as a loin joint. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to cut some loin chops for you to actually see the colour of the meat. If you look at the colour of that, it's a completely different colour to pork, but it's also a lot sweeter tasting meat. People are usually scared to eat boar, but because they don't know what they're doing with it. But if it's cooked properly, it's beautiful. Roll a piece of loin up. As I say, this is one of our more asked for cuts. It's just a nice little roasting joint, really, like your loin of pork. There we have a nice loin. I just cut them in half so you can see. Again, the colour of it is just perfect colour. As it gets older, it goes a lot darker as well, which it's not the fact it's not going to be. It could be chewy. It's going to be a lot stronger tasting, a bit like an old pig would basically. You get like the boary sort of taste. Yeah. When it does get older, it's ideal then for dicing mince, burgers, sausages, stuff like that. But this is prime eating. So you got your shank there. So we usually sell those as whole. So they make a real nice little hot roast. Not so much in the summer obviously, but when it cools down a bit, we sell a lot of those. I'm going to take the pelvis bone out there, or the H bone as it's known. This is going to create like a chump steak, so rump steak sort of cut. I was taught, I worked alongside someone and they went around the bone and just talked me through it basically and left their bone there, and you've got to find your way around it as well. Obviously it's like anything, the more you do it, the more you know what you're doing. And you've got some nice rump or chops as you want to call them. You've got a couple of options. You can bone and roll it as a whole joint, or what we're going to do now is like a seaming, it's called in butchery terms. So you'll take it down that seam there, and this will expose, you've got your knuckle or your top rump, you've got your top side, and underneath your silver side. So we're going to break it down to 3 different primals then. You can see that comes away now as another seam. And that there is why it's called the silver side. It's always got a bit of silver gristle running along it, which we'll take off. We take that off of any cut of meat. So with your knuckle, you have got another option if you don't want it all jointed, is this makes some really nice little steaks. So you just take that bit of back skin and fat off it. Just square up the end. And you've got some nice lean steaks then.